My name is Rosemary Pasha, and my quilt block is Iowa Barn and Silo. My husband got this barn quilt for me. We knew somebody that was doing this. Was made by the prison industries. And so we had it up, and then they contacted me and they said, would you mind coming and helping us with the barn quilt committee in Washington County? I love it because I love barns and I love farms, and I just think, oh, we need to keep them and draw attention to them. That's why we want to preserve this one. We've been looking at foundation. The inside of this barn, believe it or not, was done by my great-grandfather. They were barn builders when they came to this country.
Well, at that time we had belted cattle. The breed is called Bulingo. And they would be out here in the pasture. And I don't know, one day I just thought, I should do a barn quilt symbolizing the cows. And so it's called Cows in the Pasture. The green, of course, is the pasture. Each block is the cow with the belt. Belted cattle can come in 4 colors, not just black and white. They can be tan, they can be red, they can be gray or black. And so I did the border in those 4 colors. And then we painted it.
My husband and I are both graduates of Iowa State. Several people in this part of the county are Iowa State people. I got permission from Iowa State to do this, and it was quite the ordeal. It took me a long time to get the pattern figured out for this one because there are some curves involved, and so basically I think I was the only one that actually painted on this one. We had other people help paint on some of the other ones, but I'm pretty sure I did most of this one myself. So.
Where I live now is actually my grandparents. Georgia Minard was my grandma, and actually as kind of a memorial gift or memory of her, she had amazing flower beds, and so I thankfully inherited a beautiful yard and beautiful space, and so I picked kind of a flower pattern, so it's kind of like her permanent presence of her flowers and her gift here at this property. So this is the pattern called the bear paw, and this is also one that I made that is in Brighton on the city park. And so we also wanted to do one to kind of be a memorial for my grandparents in Brighton, because that's a place they invested a lot of their community networking and friends and family. And so Brighton High School was the Brighton Bears, and so it was a perfect color combination and easy quilt selection to be able to do this one. And it sits on the end of the pavilion in the city park. And a few years ago, Washington Middle School did a really unique project where they followed the barn tour and saw a bunch of the barns on the official barn route. And then each of the students were able to pick kind of their own barn quilt to adopt. This is one of the mini ones then that they made.
Quilts always have a name for the pattern. And I'm Carol Weir, and this is my barn quilt, the Honeybee. I guess the only thing I can say is I thought it was a fun idea, and it gives people a chance to get out in the country. I think maybe people just wanted to go and see what goes on out in the outdoors and out of the big city.